2019 was an absolutely magical year for anime. It obviously gave us the Golden Goose, Demon Slayer, and if you've been keeping up with it, you know Demon Slayer is running shit right now. It gave us the likes of Dr. Stone, Fire Force. It also gave us another anime that is absolutely incredible, but doesn't get tension that a Demon Slayer and maybe even the other two shows have, solely because it hasn't come out with its season 2 yet. You know, its season 2 was just announced, and I am very excited to bring y'all a video about Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is just as good as Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone, Fire Force, all of them. It's just as good, if not better. But I believe it deserves more attention than what it gets right now. Obviously, where Vinland Saga differs from, let's say, a Demon Slayer, is that Demon Slayer is a shonen anime, you know, heavy action, catered towards a more younger demographic, but it is still amazing. Demon Slayer still targets dark themes. Demon Slayer still has a lot of things that a more mature audience can sit and, you know what I'm saying, sit and enjoy. Whereas Vinland Saga would resonate with a more mature audience, because Vinland Saga, as you'll see, it's cruel. Vinland Saga is serious, it's gritty, it's beautiful in terms of animation, in terms of music, in terms of characters. Vinland Saga is a darker Demon Slayer, and you're going to see why in a second. So getting right into the plot of Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is based around Vikings. It starts off as a story about of a Viking named Thor, you know, goes back to his glory days back in the day. So it's looking through the glory days of Thors. But Thors, although he was a fantastic warrior, he didn't want to live that life. Thor's dream was to go to Vinland, paradise for them. The war stuff, he wasn't with it. He always wanted to settle down and start a family. So what Thors does is he fakes his death and he escapes the war. It cuts to Thors a couple years later. He's already got his family set up. You know what I'm saying? He's got his son, he's got his daughter, he's got his wife. And he's living nice, you know? And he's a nice dude. He helps everybody out. He gets the work done. And Thors is amazing. We all love Thors. It isn't until one day his village gets pulled up on. Fast forward, skip through. Thors unfortunately passes. Thor's son Thorfinn, I want to say, loses his mind. He doesn't go crazy. He knows what he's doing. It's not like he's incapable of controlling himself. But when he loses his father, he doesn't care about shit else but revenge. And that's the plot of Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is a beautifully laid out revenge story. It follows Thorfinn as he joins the crew of the man that killed his father and goes through plundering villages, doing whatever, just so he can get his chance to kill the man who killed his father. And that dynamic, that kind of plot, it's unique. Oh, EsVeeO, it's just a revenge plot. We've seen that all over the place. There's a lot of revenge plots in anime, and there's a lot of beautiful revenge plots, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say Vinland Saga is a twist we've never seen, but it's definitely fresh. It's nice to see what Thorfinn will go through, what he'll endure, what he'll do to get a shot at the man who killed his father. Like he will go to the ends of the earth to work for the man, and that just to get a chance to duel him and kill him. And that's where I slide into these characters. Thorfinn is a very unique protagonist. I could sure as hell say. Thorfinn is nothing but revenge. It sounds like a stereotypical trope, but Thorfinn's character is an intriguing one. Hell bent on revenge. Doesn't care what he has to do. He just wants a shot to duel his dad is murderer, Askeladd. But Thorfinn, all day, every day, is just, I don't care. I just want to kill you. That's it. He's just sitting there seething all fucking day, seething. But he's got to work for Askeladd. You know what I'm saying? Just because Askeladd will keep him around as long as Askeladd let's him duel. You know what I'm saying? As long as he duels Thorfinn doesn't care. And it is always crazy to have that in the back of your mind, knowing like, wow, this man killed your dad, but you work for him. And it's always strange, but it ends up developing into an odd relationship, Thorfinn and Askeladd, because he lives with Askeladd for so long, and he'll do anything to protect Askeladd because he wants to be the one to kill him. And that really makes Thorfinn an amazing ally for Askeladd, because Thorfinn will go to great lengths to make sure Askeladd is alive, because he needs to kill him himself. And as the show goes on and Thorfinn gets his duels, gets his ones, runs his fades with Askeladd, you see he's no match. And every single time Thorfinn gets his ass beat, you're like, wow, well, the story's not really going anywhere. But I feel like that's a main part of the plot that's beautiful, because it shows Thorfinn's character arc in a unique way. You know, like, you probably don't know what I'm saying because I sound like I'm off the perk. You know what I'm saying? I sound like I'm off drugs right now. But it's like very early in the show, first time he tries to fit him, he gets his ass torched, he gets his ass beat. He has no match for him. More duels go by, he gets kind of close, but he can't get out of his own way because he's so blinded by rage, he can't progress. And that's the same thing with him as a human. Thorfinn knows no skills other than killing, because that's all he hones, because that's all he cares about. He wants to kill Askeladd. So there's no point in developing any other skill because he has one goal. That makes the plot so intriguing. That makes the characters so intriguing. Well, those two characters especially, because it is a beautiful mirror into how life shouldn't be lived. Vinland Saga's plot, the way Askeladd and Thorfinn interact and show you how this would go down, it's a beautiful life lesson for real. Because a lot of people like to hold grudges in life. Obviously, I've held some myself, but sometimes you just gotta get over it. And although the message of Vinland Saga isn't exactly that, Vinland Saga shows the mad pursuit of revenge leads to nothing in the end. And once you get to Vinland Saga's ending, which is absolutely one of the greatest endings to a season I've ever witnessed, it really drives home that point that revenge is pointless. You don't gain anything from chasing revenge, you only lose yourself. And that is the message of Vinland Saga, and that is why I love that show so much. It drives home such a vital message that very few anime really focus on and develop as a storyline. And it is beautiful how this plot has been organized. The characters in Vinland Saga, I've already explained. Thorfinn, hungry for revenge, madness, he's killing machine, all to kill Askeladd, one of the greatest antagonists in any anime that I've seen. He's fantastic. At first, I didn't like him. That was the point. At first, you're not supposed to like Askeladd. He's the dickhead that kills Thors. Everyone likes Thors. He's a stereotypical Viking. He's just plunder, do this, do obscene shit, and go on with the day to the next village. And he's not a good person, but you start to grow with Askeladd as you go on all these journeys with him, with Thorfinn along for the ride, and you start to see who Askeladd is and how he interacts with his guys, what he'll do for his guys, and what motivates him. Because Askeladd's backstory is it's sad, it's serious, and you see why he is the way that he is. And when he truly reveals his intentions and what drives him at the end of the season, it's absolutely incredible. Askeladd is also a fantastic mentor to Thorfinn, as weird as that sounds. Askeladd doesn't hate Thorfinn. He killed his dad because he had to. I think there was money involved. I watched it a while ago, so I don't remember the details of the killing. Killed his dad, but he holds no ill will to Thorfinn, really. Thorfinn's kind of his ally. He keeps him safe. He does his work for him. He doesn't really care. Askeladd serves as a mentor to Thorfinn. It's kind of like this stepdad-son relationship where the son can't stand the stepdad, but the stepdad's kind of just like, all right, bro, like, I'm gonna try to help you, even though you don't like me. It is what it is. And it's a weird dynamic, but it's a nice dynamic. And Askeladd is just a fantastic antagonist. He is a really good mentor to Thorfinn. He always tries to drive home that what you're chasing right now, I know you want to kill me, and I know that's all you want, but you can't let that be you. You can't let that be who you are. You have to grow past that. I understand it was rough, and I understand you don't want to hear that from me, but you have to be able to grow past this silly chase for revenge. I don't care about my life. You need to grow. And that makes Askeladd such a fantastic character because he spits real shit. The other characters. The other characters. Obviously, we got the boy Bjorn. He different. He had a quick development. I don't want to say development, but he's a really cool character. You know what I'm saying? He has to go off the beam, the fate. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Bjorn, cool. I like Bjorn. Canute is a fantastic example of character development. Canute was a bitch. I thought when you first meet Canute, you're like, okay, what is wrong with you? And then he flips a switch. And the reason he flips the switch is because of Askeladd. Askeladd brings out, or at least tries to bring out, the best in everyone he's either forced to interact with or chooses to interact with. Askeladd does his best to bring the best out of Canute, and does that. And it was an absolutely incredible way to bring up both Askeladd and Canute as characters. They are fantastic characters, and I'm going to stop talking about them before I say some shit that is spoiler heavy. Moving on from the characters, you're going to love them. Even when you meet the big boy Thorkel, the monster himself, even when you meet Thorkel and all them boys, oh yeah, you're gonna love Vinland Saga's characters. They're amazing, relatable, deep, mature. You're gonna love them. The music in Vinland Saga is absolutely amazing. It is greatness. Greatness. 2 openings, 2 endings for season 1. The openings are insane. I love them. Opening 1, iconic, amazing visuals, amazing. It's like, it's got some super death metal at the end, but I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mind it because it fit the show beautifully. Opening 1 is fantastic. Opening 2, same thing. It's just beautiful. I love it. It gets you hype as fuck. You get into the episode, you're like, oh shit, time to go kill some shit. You know what I'm saying? You ready to strap the forces on, and then you go crazy. Bro, openings are incredible. The endings are the exact opposite. They are phenomenal. They're astounding. They are heavenly. They are angelic. The Queen Aimer, who does the Demon Slayer opening, Fire Force openings, all of that, Aimer does the first ending. And I didn't know that until a couple days ago. And it is heavenly. It is so calm, so chill, and it's just a silky transition into the next episode. It is heartwarming. And then probably the most iconic ending, I'm not sure what the populace remembers of the Vinland Saga. Drown by Millet it's just as beautiful. Silky smooth, but it's a bit more uppity than the first ending, but it's still just smooth, nice, like a river into the next episode. It's just amazing. I love Vinland Saga's music. It is incredible. Another highlight, the animation is fantastic. The only reason I started watching Vinland Saga is because I had just finished watching Demon Slayer, and one of my boys from back in high school, he was like, yo, check out Vinland Saga. I'm like, bro, I'll check it out. But you know, like half-ass like sarcasm, I'll check it out, bro. Alright, bro. He's like, nah, bro, it's better than Demon Slayer. I'm like, okay, bro, I don't know about all that. He's like, nah. I was like, bro, Demon Slayer animation way too elite for that. He's like, nah, bro, Vinland Saga animation just as good, and the story different. So I'm like, alright, I'll take your word up on it. Went to go watch it. Oh my goodness, was he right? Was that man right? I've never seen the way people die in Vinland Saga. It is gory shit. It is so amazing. The animation is so gritty and it's silky smooth. Vinland Saga's animation is fantastic. Oh my god. All the fights have you on the edge of your seat. All the fights have your ass floating. You're floating off the chair. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. Demon Slayer got the colors, the light show, but Vinland Saga, that grit, that motion, that's beautiful. It is beautiful. Ooh, if I had to give Vinland Saga an EsVeeO rating, I'd give Vinland Saga a 9.5. Here's why I don't give it the 10. I'd give it a 9.5 because obviously it's been so long and we still haven't gotten season 2 yet, but we're gonna get season 2. I wanna warn you about season 2. If you're watching Vinland Saga just for the cool Viking fights, you might not like season 2. I haven't read the manga. As someone who talks to someone who read the manga, and what I've heard about the manga after the events of season 1 is that season 2 is more story driven. It's more character build up. It's more a development of Thorfinn's character past all the bloodshed. So it's not heavily action at all. It's probably not majority action. It is probably just going to be Thorfinn and his development as a human, which I'm excited for because they already did so much to build Thorfinn up, so I want to see how that continues. So as a warning, Vinland Saga Season 2 will not be action based at all. So if you came for the cool Viking fights, you probably won't get much in Season 2. But it is still worth your time because of how well I think that they will develop Thorfinn and all the other characters that they'll introduce. It is definitely worth your time. So I give it the 9.5. Do with that what you want to, but telling you Vinland Saga is worth your time. So hey, if you like the video, leave a like for me. If you fuck with me, drop that subscribe for me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm down to 1 video a week, so I'm going to try my damnness to make sure they're the best. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Drink your water. Stay up. Keep your head up. You got it. You got it. I believe in you. Because you're a goat. You watch my videos. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. You know what time it is. EsVeeO out.